We're joined by some of the Valley's famous residents here, part of the Kongos. You know that song? Come take me.
Sing it.
No, I'm not going to. They're the professionals.
It was close. Come on.
Yeah, that's close, right? I didn't want to embarrass myself.
Oh,
so
my
you guys
goodness.
have a new album.
Yes.
Came out just yesterday.
Yeah.
Egomaniac. Tell us about kind of the success of that first album. Is there pressure on the second album?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, we kind of locked ourselves in the studio for 9 months almost and didn't really think about it. So you kind of are isolated, so you're not thinking about it as much as people would think. But the success of Come With Me Now and Lunatic was kind of mind-blowing to us, so we had to follow it up somehow.
How do you stay creative, locked in a studio for 9 months? I'm sure you go into it knowing and being prepared, but when you're actually working and trying to compete with the first success, how do you stay at that level? How do you stay creative?
Coffee.
Yeah, Red Bull, caffeine,
we bought a lot of caffeine.
We
Yeah.
bought a
Sugar.
nice coffee machine for our first big purchase after the last tour. We bought a nice big espresso,
For
Now the-
real.
Yeah, that
manual
fueled the
espresso
album.
machine.
There
Yeah.
you go. So the group is made up of all four of you, and you're all brothers.
Yeah.
How hard is that to work with your siblings?
Is it hard or is it easy? Because you can say to your brother, no, we're not doing this, because you know he's not going to get mad at you, but...
It's both. It's what
Yeah.
you said. It's both. So obviously the tensions are higher because you are so familiar, for lack of a better word, and but then you can also get over stuff quickly.
What can people expect when they hear this new album? What's kind of the sound? Have you kind of gone a different path than your first album, or is this kind of...
I think the new single, Take It From Me, kind of bridges the gap between Lunatic and Egomaniac, but then it definitely does go in a few other directions. There are a few songs on there. We've moved a little bit more techno and EDM, and no, I'm just kidding. But it's...
These guys are jokesters, by the way. They sat down and they picked up the CD and they said, this isn't us. So when we're rushing around, you have to sit.
Yeah, we're so
Think about
anyway,
things.
it's pretty. It's in a similar genre as Lunatic, but so we haven't strayed too far. But there's definitely some progression there in the sounds.
So of the four brothers, who takes which role as far as who's the bossy one, who's the super, I've got a last minute idea guy? How does it work?
I think Jesse is one and the same.
Yeah.
I think
Jesse's
one of the
probably-
tracks he completely changed a few days before we meant to deliver it. So.
And he's not here to defend himself.
no.
You can say whatever you want.
What
Thrown
about
under the
between the
bus.
two of you?
The bossy one, I'm older, so I probably
You're the
am
bossy
the
one.
bossy one, yeah.
You say what goes and how it goes.
Yes.
And do they listen? Sometimes.
Depends, yeah.
Now you guys lived here in the Valley for how long?
20 years.
20
Yeah.
years.
We grew up in South Africa, but we've been
Right,
here.
right. Any influence from where you're living now that people will hear in the music?
From Arizona.
I don't know if you would hear like anything directly musical.
lifestyle,
as in-
yeah.
but the lifestyle in Phoenix is pretty relaxed and pretty chill.
Yeah.
And in terms of the music scene, although it's getting there, it's much, much smaller than like LA or New York or Portland. So we've not been influenced, I don't think, by like hip new trends. We kind of just try to do our own thing. And I think if we were in LA, we would have gone caught up in all that.
And that might be what works for you.
Yeah.
That's what people love about you. You do
Yeah.
your thing, not what's trendy.
Yeah.
Now we have your album here, and our producer Jessica, huge fan. So we have to have you guys both sign it for her.
Yes.
She's fangirling right now, I'm sure.
And
yeah,
screaming,
she's screaming.
"Woo!"
in our
Hear
ears.
it on yours, yeah. I'm just kidding, I don't have yours on.
What's next? Touring? More-
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, we start Tuesday. We do a bunch of fly gigs, and then September we'll do a bus run. like,
Make
headlining
sure
run.
that you stop back in studio. Maybe one of these days we can get you playing in here. I know it's a quite elaborate setup, so it'll be difficult.
Yeah, a lot of cables.
Yeah.
Although you
We've got
guys
the
seem
room.
used to it, yeah.
Well, you know, we'll just do 2 hours, so.
Is this for camera? So I have to do a good signature.
Yeah, you have to do a good
Yeah.
signature. This is
Everyone
on TV.
will see it.
This is on TV.
Thank you guys. Congratulations
Yeah,
on
thank
your
you for having us.
success. We look forward to seeing more. Thanks.
Thanks again.
Thanks for having us.
We'll be right back.
Don't recognize a bed.
Now we give it to the Congo brothers.
Dylan and Danny are going to do your weather as we close out the show here. So tell us, guys, what do we got going on?
You can go
It
help
looks
them.
like a low pressure system.
Building up. This is gonna be a freak week this week.
A freak week.
Yeah, it's gonna be
All right.
very cold. We
That's
have
good.
Let me go through
Orange
here.
snow-
Yeah, go through
Snowflakes.
there. Orange snowflakes.
Orange snowflakes
Oh,
for
it's
the
only
rest
gonna
of
be
the week.
76 for the rest of the week.
That's good, right?
Wait, here, let's get to the next one.
This one's the good one.
There
you
we go.
Now you can start talking
That's
about
the data. If it's 2016, if you're using this to check the weather, I don't know what.
Hey, come on now.
Okay.
This keeps us employed.
All right. You'll be employed. It's just the screen.
Oh, gotcha.
It's 100 snowflakes tomorrow, 97 orange snowflakes on Monday, and this is all in Seattle.
This is perfect. This is your Seattle forecast.
It looks like it's getting.
You don't have to go to school for meteorology.
No,
Is that the
who
right word?
needs it?
How do you feel?
reading. You have to go to.
How do you
school for
feel
reading.
about next Saturday or next Sunday?
We'll actually be out of town, so.
So
You
don't
don't
care.
care. You don't care.
Yeah, this is a good.
Oh, that's brutal. Whoa.
It's going to be hot. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Thanks again, you
Thanks.
guys, for joining us.
Yeah,
It was nice
thanks for
meeting
having me.
both of you. Thanks for coming in.